guys, Josh here from thebitblock.com with your video review for FlingSmash on the Wii. The cool thing about FlingSmash is that it comes bundled with this brand new controller. This is called Wii Remote Plus, and you can get it with FlingSmash bundled together for only 50 bucks. Wii Remote Plus is basically a Wii Remote with the Motion Plus technology already built inside of it. So, as you can see, it is considerably smaller than if you have the accessory attached. So, just throw that over there. The cool thing about it being the same size as a regular Wii Remote would obviously be that it will fit into your Wii Wheel or Wii Zapper perfectly, and you don't have to, mess around with the accessory, taking it on and off. So, very cool. The Wii Remote Plus will be sold for $40 without FlingSmash. So obviously, $10 more to get FlingSmash. Pretty cool deal. FlingSmash, in terms of the game, it's all about using your Wii Remote to make tennis racket-like motions to bash around the cute little Zip character. He also has a girlfriend named Pip, so you can play with a friend or family member through co-op. It's a pretty crazy game. It's very arcade style. So if you like trying again and again for higher scores, you're probably going to enjoy FlingSmash. But before you make up your mind here, let's jump into our full video review for FlingSmash and see what FlingSmash has to offer. FlingSmash is a very arcade-style game. It's all about the gameplay. The satisfaction you get from making tennis racket-like motions to smack around this cute little character into point blocks to gain high scores. For the best overall results, I recommend you not just waggle like a crazy person and instead take your time to aim each shot. You don't always have to be swinging around. Sometimes it is better to just play off your bounce. Let the character kind of do their thing just for a few seconds and see what happens. It's also worth pointing out that the game is not programmed to measure the power behind your swings, so, you might as well just relax and swing casually while making bigger motions. Even though on the surface things may seem very simplistic here, and frankly they are, it can still become pretty addictive and challenging. Each stage is filled with ways to increase your points, which obviously means you'll want to replay levels again and again to get higher scores. The game will auto-scroll through levels, and if you hang out on one side of the screen too long, you'll be eaten by ravenous, dragon-like dog creatures, which obviously is not going to be a good thing. You can break through blocks of various sizes, collect jewels, stars, and even break a red color block, which then triggers all of the other red blocks around you to spin. Hit them all before they stop spinning for some big points. There's also a counter block that appears, which requires you to hit it up to 5 times to reap the final reward. Stages even have bonus challenges against enemies where you need to steal a medal from them. At the end of a stage, your performance is judged in a variety of ways, such as how many of the 5 possible medals you collected. You need at least 3 of them to progress to the next stage. Your power-up and red block scores are also tallied up, and then there's also how many jewels and stars you collected. Zip and Pip can even transform in a few ways by collecting pieces of fruit. You need 3 of them. For example, if you get 3 cherries, you will activate the Split power-up, where you get to whack around 3 clones of yourself. That's very satisfying. Collecting melons makes you gigantic and able to bash through more blocks at once, but perhaps my favorite of all the fruit power-ups is the grape, because you get to collide into objects and explode into fireworks, thus breaking everything around you. It is very, very glorious. There are even some levels which turn your character into metal, forcing you to pitch your shots more upward due to the added weight. You can even attach to magnets while metal, which usually helps you snag otherwise difficult to reach stars. There's also levels where you're very tiny, which means you're much faster and you can squeeze into smaller areas easier, but sadly you're also very wimpy, so breaking through blocks becomes a pretty big challenge. The controls in FlingSmash are very easy to understand. In fact, the only button you'll ever have to press is the A button, which stops your character from bouncing around. Frankly, I don't even use that, so I'm not sure how useful it is. Other than that, the name pretty much says it all here. Fling, Zip or Pip into blocks, and watch them smash. I've heard some complaints about the controls not working properly from other game reviewers, though honestly, I've not had any troubles myself. In fact, nobody here at the BitBlock who's played it experienced anything terribly wrong with the controls. I almost feel like we may have the only working copy of the game based on what other reviewers are saying. Don't get me wrong, there are some times when you'll swing one way, but Zip flings the other, but it's not so annoying that you'll get angry or feel like the game is broken. So the bottom line here is you're going to encounter maybe a few times when the controls don't agree with you, but as long as you're not waggling around frantically like a dimwit, I don't think you're going to have any major problems with the controls. So as you can see, things look pretty simple and clean here in FlingSmash. It's not an overly detailed game by a long shot, but there's something to be said about the game's simplistic, colorful art style. The characters are pretty hard to hate, just looking at them fling around and crash into objects with a huge smile on their face is kinda charming. All of the levels here have a tropical theme to them, which range from the ocean, a windy palm area in the sky, and of course the beach. The special effects in the game are pretty nice and make crashing into enemies and blocks even more satisfying. Overall, FlingSmash isn't trying to impress you through its visuals, but at the same time, it does look, you know, kind of simplistically nice, and it runs at a constant frame rate with no lag. The music here in FlingSmash is actually one of my favorite aspects of the game. It has a pretty unique sound to it, and it fits the art style perfectly. It's a catchy little soundtrack that usually has a tropical feel to it. Now, some players may become annoyed by the constant sounds that Zip and Pip make. They kind of sound like they're trying to go poopy. Personally, I don't see it as a problem, and oddly enough, I kind of find it cute and appealing, but I'm more than sure others won't agree with me on that one. Thankfully, you can smash your way into the options and lower their voice samples or mute them altogether if you want. Audio-wise, both the music and sound effects here are pretty good. FlingSmash is a very short game. I mean, you'll be able to play through this in probably under 3 hours. There's a total of 8 worlds, and each world consists of 3 stages, which take about 4 to 5 minutes to go through, as well as a final boss battle in each world. However, this game is really, like I said, for players who like to try for their best possible scores. Players who like to study and comb over every aspect of a level to find more ways to earn bigger points. Stages are filled with many potential ways to perform better and better, and even hidden secret pathways, which lead you to even more points. Sadly though, the game does not feature any kind of a Wi-Fi leaderboard, which to me is a pretty big shame and a missed opportunity, as this style of gameplay is crying out for them. Even being able to brag to your friends by sending over your high scores via the Wii message board would have been a nice addition. FlingSmash also has a few special unlockable minigame challenges, such as collecting as much fruit as you can in a time limit, or trying to bash as many blocks as possible in a time limit. You can even play a little cool game of tennis against a computer player or a friend. All of the minigames are for up to 2 players, and some of them are actually kind of fun. If you're the type who really enjoys replaying levels and perfecting your high scores, and also have somebody to play with at times and mess around in the co-op, this game does have some pretty decent replay value. Overall, FlingSmash is a fun little game in my eyes. You know, it's harmless. Though I do feel like more really could have been done with the concept here. The controls have a few hiccups, but they're not a huge issue. It's very simple fun and kind of satisfying to swing your arm around and, you know, bash little Zip or Pip into blocks for big points. FlingSmash is all about simple fun and trying for your best scores to earn S ranks in all of the stages. If you're not the type of gamer who respects or even enjoys very basic ideas, then you're probably not going to like FlingSmash. it does succeed in offering a unique and somewhat charming experience, but also a very basic one. If you're not really looking for an additional controller, then FlingSmash is absolutely not worth your $50. But if you are in the market for a new Wii controller, this is a pretty good deal, as it comes bundled with the brand new black Wii Remote Plus controller. Separately, the controllers are $40, so for $10 more you get FlingSmash bundled in, which basically makes this a quick, fun $10 game. That's exactly how I'm reviewing it too. It's just a $10 game, so you really can't be as critical as you would be to The Legend of Zelda.